boom. What's going on today, my friends? Welcome to Big Red Leads. I am Big Red. I want to talk to everyone today about being prepared. Being prepared for success, being prepared for failure, being prepared for letdowns, being prepared for challenges, difficulties, being prepared for your number. What is your number? Like, believe it or not, everybody has a number. And when I say number, I'm speaking to my entrepreneurs and people who are in sales right now. Well, everyone, actually. Even with a job, you have a number. What is your number? Are you prepared for that number? And when I say what is your number, this was some mindset work that I did about 13 years ago. And I didn't understand what this coach was going over with me until we got deeper into the work. What is your number? What is your number? The reason I say what is your number, everyone has a number. We're talking finances. We're talking money. Everyone has a number that they're uncomfortable with. Now, I can't speak to what your number is. I can tell you what mine was. Mine was $80,599. The reason I remember this number, and I knew that was mine, I found out that this was my number, is because at the time I was working in sales for a coach. And the higher ticket product was an $80,000 product. It was 6 months of coaching. It was like multiple weekly calls. It was a lot of things along that line, and understanding that those particular programs, that when you sold them, the commission on that was almost 60% at the time. So you're talking about almost 60 grand of that was mine if I sold one. And now, of course, this coach at that time, he had programs that were, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. He had a couple $20,000 programs, things like that. And I was totally fine with that. Now, when I'm speaking on being prepared, I was not prepared to go about the actual longer sales process of getting those $80,000 clients. Understand, it took me probably almost 4 months to really understand, get a better understanding of the program, the product, get a better understanding of the sales cycle, and being mentally comfortable with that amount of money. Like, it was a total process in itself. Like, it was a whole deal. What's your number? What is your number? Find that out. Trust me, there's some subconscious things that will pop up because of that number. Whatever your number is, find out what your number is. Now, today, like, I've worked in sales and sold things that were well over $100,000. So I'm comfortable. I'm more comfortable with those bigger numbers now. Now I can tell you, I don't know what my number is now, but understand it takes work. Now, getting back to being prepared. Now, being prepared takes a level of understanding. Now, all of us have done this, whether you realize it or not. When you are a young child, you go to Head Start, kindergarten, whatever it might be, they are preparing you for first grade. They are preparing you for second grade. Second grade and first grade have prepared you for third grade. You understand? Like, there's gradual levels that you're building up to get to where you need to be or where you want to be. Now, in life as well as in school, you have to go through these grades. You have to go through these levels. You have to ascend up. Now, being prepared puts you in a position where that you have a better understanding of what that might be, what that might mean for you. What is your level of failure? What is your definition of success? What is your definition of loss? Like winning and losing. Like what is that for you? Are you prepared for the success that will come your way? And when I say success, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, if you're in sales, understand you're going to have waves of success that are going to come your way. And what happens to most people, some but all, not all, they get overwhelmed by the level of success because they're not prepared. If somebody, what would you do if, I don't know, you were given $1 million? Are you prepared for that? Do you understand and know money? Do you have an affinity and a love and respect for money? Do you know any financial advisors? About tax attorneys? Do you understand what's coming with that? Like, there's going to be lots of new family and friends pop up out of the woodworks. Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared to say no? Are you prepared to say yes? Are you prepared to hear every last one of those individuals out? Because trust me, that's coming. When you hit certain levels of success, there are things that are going to be coming your way that you are simply not prepared for. And I'm not saying live in being prepped and prepared, but understand it so that when it comes your way, you have some sense of awareness. Now, one thing that I started when I was as a teenager, I started keeping journals, taking notes. Like, I got tons of journals here. Now, almost, let's see, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, no, almost 10 years ago now I'm thinking about it. My old house, I kept a library. I had thousands and thousands of books. Now, I'm not talking about the money, the time, the effort to read the majority of those books. I'm not talking about creating the space to keep this library. I'm talking about what happens when you lose that collection of knowledge, authors, writers, you know, financial gurus, sales gurus, people who are in the space who are successful, people who are quote unquote losers. Like you can't just read about God and not know about the devil. Do you understand what I'm saying? You need to know both sides of the coin so that you have a better understanding of what it means to be prepared. Like, you have to be prepared for the good and quote unquote the bad, the wins and the losses, the successes and the challenges. Like, being prepared is something that has to take place so that when a new challenge arises in your life, whether it's your business or just your life, you're prepared for it, whatever that might mean for you, so that it's not knocking you off kilter to where you can no longer function and your business or your life goes into a spiral of chaos. Being prepared keeps you in confines what can happen as long as you're prepared and you're willing to take that knowledge that you've gained and apply it when the situation calls for it. Are you prepared for success? Are you prepared for loss? Are you prepared for these things? Now, it's just a suggestion. I say start a journal. Log ideas that come to your head. Log activities new people that you meet. Log all these things down. Why do I say that? Because at some point your brain's not going to remember every single detail and every bit of information that comes your way. Understand, your eyes are simply little cameras that are just collecting information. Everything that you look at is information. And today with social media, understand there's a lot of information that is coming your way every single second. Every single second there's more information being dumped into your brain. Now, some of it's good, some of it's bad, some of it's absolutely horrible, some of it's just straight trash. But if it's not helping you to become the best version of you, you need to discard it. So anytime you have a great idea, this is something that I tell. I've talked to multiple friends about, and something I used to do. Like, me and my friends we'd go to a bar, and we'd be having a conversation, engaging, laughing, joking, and an idea would hit me. I would take a napkin, ask the bartender, "Can I get a pen?" And I'd write down whatever that idea is. And then, once I got home, I would write it in a journal. Some of these ideas have made me thousands of dollars. The majority of the ideas that you have will be, quote unquote, worthless. But if you get in the habit of writing your ideas down, trust me, it will pay off as long as you are trying and willing to implement any of these things into your own life, especially if you're designing your life. These are just a few tools to help you push the agenda forward, whatever your agenda might be for your level of success. So, what I'm simply saying to you today is, be prepared. Be prepared. Take notes. If you go to a seminar, if you go to a show, where a speaker or an author or a business person is speaking, or somebody who's a creator of any kind is giving information, a place where information is being fed to you, no matter if you have to pay to be there or not, take notes. Take notes. Some people might look at you like you're crazy, but here's the thing. The people who take notes are, 60% more likely to be successful in the things they engage in than someone who does not. You have to remember where I got that statistic from, but I'm pretty sure I'll find it and I'll post it somewhere, whether it be on my Facebook or my Instagram or something like that. But understand, if you're writing notes and taking notes on your life and your business and your career and your family, and if you're taking notes on all these things and every idea that you have, no matter how silly it might seem, how big the dream or the aspiration might seem to you at the time, understand, if you break these things down to small increments, you can accomplish anything that you set forth. But not writing any of these ideas down, you know where you'll be. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, definitely. If this information has helped, please subscribe to the channel. This is Big Red Leads on YouTube, Big Red Leads on Facebook. Like I said, I'll be putting out more and more videos as far as information that is needed. I mean, this is information that was taught to me and given to me so smooth that I overlooked it for quite a few years. But it helped me in so many situations simply because I prepared for it. Love you all. Talk soon.